Is Starlink the future of internet access? In an era where internet connectivity has become a necessity rather than a luxury, the demand for faster, more reliable, and universally accessible broadband is greater than ever. One company that has emerged as a potential game-changer in the world of internet access is SpaceX, through its ambitious satellite internet project known as Starlink. But is Starlink truly the future of internet access, or are there challenges that could hinder its widespread adoption? The rise of Starlink. Starlink, a project launched by SpaceX, aims to provide global broadband internet coverage using a constellation of low Earth orbit (LEO) satellites. Traditional internet infrastructure relies heavily on fiber optic cables, cell towers, and other ground-based technologies, which can be expensive and difficult to deploy in remote or rural areas. Starlink, on the other hand, seeks to overcome these limitations by delivering high-speed internet from space, making it accessible even in the most underserved regions. Since its initial deployment in 2019, Starlink has launched thousands of satellites and expanded its beta testing to numerous countries, promising download speeds ranging from 50 to 250 megabits per second with latency as low as 20 milliseconds. This level of performance is comparable to many terrestrial broadband options, making Starlink a viable alternative in areas where traditional providers struggle to deliver reliable service. The advantages of Starlink. One of Starlink's most significant advantages is its ability to reach remote locations. Rural and underserved communities, which often lack access to high-speed broadband, stand to benefit the most. In many parts of the world, especially in developing countries, building fiber optic networks is cost-prohibitive. Starlink offers a relatively affordable and scalable solution, bridging the digital divide and providing opportunities for education, business, and telemedicine. Additionally, Starlink is expected to play a crucial role in emergency response and disaster relief. In areas affected by natural disasters such as hurricanes, wildfires, or earthquakes, traditional communication infrastructure can be severely damaged. Starlink's satellite network can provide immediate connectivity, ensuring that emergency services and humanitarian aid organizations can operate effectively. Another key benefit is Starlink's potential impact on industries that rely on constant connectivity. Maritime and aviation sectors, for example, require stable internet connections for navigation, communication, and operational efficiency. Starlink has already been adopted by some airlines to provide in-flight Wi-Fi, a service that has historically been slow and expensive. Similarly, cargo ships, oil rigs, and remote research stations could benefit from always-on internet access, enabling real-time data transmission and improved operational coordination. The challenges facing Starlink. Despite its potential, Starlink is not without its challenges. One of the primary concerns is cost. While the service offers impressive speeds and coverage, the initial setup cost is relatively high. Users must purchase a Starlink kit, which includes a satellite dish and modem, at a price point of around $599, with a monthly subscription fee of approximately $110. This pricing model may be prohibitive for some consumers, particularly in developing nations where affordability is a key issue. Another major challenge is network congestion. As more users join the Starlink network, bandwidth limitations may arise, potentially affecting performance. While SpaceX continues to launch more satellites to address this issue, the long-term sustainability of maintaining and upgrading the constellation remains a question. Additionally, bad weather conditions, such as heavy rain or snow, can interfere with Starlink signals, leading to temporary disruptions in service. Additionally, concerns have been raised regarding the impact of Starlink's satellites on astronomy and space debris. Astronomers have expressed concerns that the increasing number of satellites in orbit could interfere with astronomical observations, while experts warn of potential collisions that could contribute to the growing problem of space debris. SpaceX has taken steps to mitigate these issues by implementing sunshades to reduce the brightness of the satellites and working with regulatory bodies to ensure compliance with space traffic management protocols. The regulatory and geopolitical landscape. Starlink's expansion is also subject to regulatory challenges. Internet service providers must obtain licenses from national governments to operate within their territories, and not all countries have welcomed Starlink with open arms. For instance, some nations with strict internet regulations or state-controlled telecommunications industries may be reluctant to allow an independent satellite network to operate freely. China and Russia, in particular, have expressed concerns over Starlink's potential to bypass government-controlled internet infrastructure and provide unrestricted access to information. The geopolitical implications of Starlink's global reach cannot be overlooked. In conflict zones or regions with heavy censorship, Starlink could serve as a tool for unfiltered communication, which may be both a benefit and a challenge. Governments may seek to regulate or even block Starlink signals to maintain control over information dissemination, raising questions about digital sovereignty and cybersecurity. Competition and the future of satellite internet. Starlink is not the only player in the satellite internet industry. Other companies, such as Amazon's Project Kuiper, OneWeb, and China's national satellite initiatives, are also working on their own LEO satellite networks. These competitors could drive innovation, lower costs, and expand coverage, but they also add complexity to the regulatory and operational landscape of satellite internet services. Furthermore, traditional broadband providers are not standing still. Many are investing in fiber optic expansion and 5G networks, which could provide alternative solutions to the connectivity problem Starlink aims to solve. The competition between terrestrial and satellite-based internet services will ultimately shape the future of global connectivity. One of the biggest questions regarding the future of satellite internet is its long-term sustainability. Maintaining thousands of satellites in orbit requires significant resources and ongoing investment. SpaceX has the advantage of being a private company with access to revenue streams beyond Starlink, such as rocket launches and space missions. However, other companies may struggle to sustain such a massive satellite network without substantial government contracts or partnerships. Starlink's potential in space exploration. Beyond its role in providing internet access on Earth, Starlink has the potential to play a critical role in space exploration. As SpaceX pursues its goal of colonizing Mars, Starlink could serve as the primary communication network for future space settlements. Reliable, high-speed communication is essential for coordinating missions, transmitting data, and maintaining connections between Earth and space colonies. Elon Musk has suggested that a version of Starlink could be adapted for use on Mars, enabling internet access for future astronauts and settlers. If successful, this technology could revolutionize how space missions are conducted, facilitating real-time data exchange and remote operations in deep space. Conclusion. While Starlink has shown immense promise as a revolutionary internet service, its future as the dominant global broadband provider remains uncertain. It offers unparalleled advantages in reaching remote areas, emergency response, and global connectivity. However, challenges such as cost, network capacity, regulatory hurdles, and geopolitical concerns must be addressed for it to become a mainstream internet solution. As technology evolves and competition intensifies, Starlink's role in shaping the future of internet access will depend on how effectively it can overcome these challenges. Whether it becomes the primary means of broadband delivery or remains a niche solution for specific regions, one thing is clear: satellite internet is no longer a futuristic concept but a present-day reality that will continue to evolve in the coming years. As more players enter the market and governments set new policies, the landscape of global internet access is on the brink of a transformative shift, with Starlink at the forefront of this revolution. Furthermore, as humanity ventures beyond Earth, Starlink's influence may extend far beyond terrestrial broadband, playing a vital role in space communication and interplanetary connectivity. The future of the internet is not just about reaching every corner of our planet, it's about connecting the stars.